Hi everyone, it's a cold December afternoon, but I've got to keep those reviews coming because I've got something new and exciting in my kit that I want to show you. As you may know, I'm a big fan of sliders. I've tried quite a few, and my current favorite is the Canova K5, which I reviewed before. You might have seen my review. It's a serious slider which has a lot of add-ons, a lot of features, a lot of things that I can add to it and make it more impressive and basically get any shots that I want with it. But I don't always want to have that serious slider with me. Sometimes I want to grab something compact, something very straightforward that I can just carry anywhere. And that's why I decided to have a look on eBay, see what's new, what's cheap, because budget filmmaking is all about getting stuff cheap. And I found this PROAIM ZEAL, which you can actually get for just under $100. And if you're lucky, you can find this for $79. It's a 2-foot slider, so it's very compact. It comes with this little padded case, so you can see how compact that is. I can take that just about anywhere, and it even comes with a strap that I can put around, so I can put on my shoulder if I want to. It's always nice to have a bag with accessories like this, because it's much easier to carry them around and you don't need to shuffle those bags afterwards. So that hits the first spot for me, the portability. So as far as being a straightforward slider, what I really like about this is that you take it out of the box, and apart from adding a camera on it or a head, it's pretty much set up. With a lot of other sliders, if you want to put it on the ground, you have to get your feet out. If it's a longer slider, you might need to put on 2 tripods or use stability arms. And with this slider, I just take it out and I put either on the ground or on the tripod, and like I said, it's pretty much ready to go. So what do I mean by put it on the ground? It might not be obvious, but it already has feet built into it which are tucked away, and as soon as I want them, I just undo that knob. They come out in a nice way like that. And if it's an uneven terrain, there is further adjustment on each of the feet, so you can get the balance perfectly. And a good way to figure out if the level is good is to look at the bottom ball, which is on top of the carriage. Always nice to have this in as many places as you can. So if you're using it on the ground, that's definitely helpful. If you're using it on a tripod and your tripod doesn't have a leveling bubble, then again you have it there, and always a nice little feature that doesn't cost much to add. So as far as being a straightforward slider, it definitely hits a point for me as well. So one of the more important features of the slider is of course the actual carriage. This carriage has 4 bearings on it. There is some adjustment on one of the sides, so if you find that it's too loose or not smooth enough, you can have some adjustment right there, but I found that it was smooth enough right out of the box, and I didn't really have to do any adjustment to it. There is also a stop on the front, which you can tighten fully if you want to stop it, or if you just tighten a little bit or undo it a little bit from a stop position, then it works a bit like dampening. So if you have a heavy camera on it, you might want to have a slower slide. You might want to have a bit of resistance in there. Fitting the slider on tripod is very straightforward too. There are 4 threads in the middle, 2 going across, 2 going along. If you're using a tripod plate, you can decide which way you want to go. And there are also 2 threads on each side, so you can put it on 2 tripods if you want to, or you can use stability arms. But in all fairness, this slider doesn't really need 2 tripods or stability arms. You're not going to get any flex out of this slider because it is a super solid piece of metal. I just can't imagine this flexing at all. So with all these features in mind, I think the slider can definitely be considered as good value for money, which ticks another box for me. And this is pretty much all I need to say about the slider. If it was a $300–400 slider, then I could try to be more critical about it, see if I can find anything bad about it. But for under $100, I think what it offers already is quite amazing. So if you're looking for a compact, straightforward and really cheap slider, I can definitely recommend the ZEAL slider, because for under $100 you just can't ask for much more. The performance is great, the camera compatibility is great, the portability is great, the value for money is great. There is not much else I can say about it other than thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in one of my next ones.